Hey guitar enthusiasts, we are jumping to the 90s today. I have a really great song by Hootie and the Blowfish called I Only Want to Be With You. Has a lot of really cool strumming that I'm going to show you, so let's jump into it. The first thing, let's talk about the chords. We have 4 simple chords and there's a couple different variations, so you choose which way works best for you. We have a G chord, okay? We have a D chord, we have an E minor 7 chord, and we have this A7 sus4. Now, if you've never played an A7 sus4 before, you can use the first finger on the D string 2nd fret and the 3rd finger on the B string. That's the 3rd fret, okay? A7 sus4. So that's one way to do it. Now, I want to make a note. For this song, to get it to sound like the song, we're going to put the capo on the 4th fret of the guitar. Okay, so 4th fret capo. So it's going to have a much brighter sound when we play through these chords. So we have G, D, E minor 7, A7 sus 4. Okay, now if you're familiar with the stuck like glue chords, you could also use these, which is you keep the 3rd and 4th fingers glued on the high B and E string. Okay, so we have G, we have a D sus 4. Okay, E minor 7, and A sus 4. Okay, so you can keep this down. Now the caveat with this is you get a brighter tone. I particularly like the regular D chord for this song. Okay, the regular D and G, but some people like the pivot point from this D chord into this G chord. So if you would prefer to have that pivot point, because I would say 80 to 90% of this song is going between a D chord and a G chord and doing it very quickly. So if you would prefer to have this 3rd finger in there as a pivot point, go ahead and leave it in there. I'm going to play the regular D and G chord because based on me listening and hearing the sound of it, I think that's what they're doing. All right, so you heard me play the strumming in this song. It's very quick. So we're going to break it down step by step because that's what I try to do here on this channel. I try to make things that sound very complicated. We break them down and try to make them as simple as possible so that you can learn. And my name's Lauren Bateman if you've never met me before. So hello. So we are going to learn a 16th note strumming pattern. Now 16th notes are counted like this: 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So there's still 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4. But we have the potential to strum up to 16 times. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to do this by alternating down, up, and I'm just going to be playing that bright D chord with the capo at the 4th fret. So all I want you to do is just go 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. And this is going to be alternating down, up. Okay, now this might not seem so bad, right? 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay? So it's almost like doing any other strumming pattern, except we're just counting it a little bit different. Now, you're like, Lauren, that's not so fast. Yes, once we pick up the tempo, it gets much faster, and that's where this tends to fall apart for people, especially if you're not used to doing 16-note patterns and doing a lot of strumming. So what we're going to do is a little exercise. We're going to start slow, and then we're going to speed up. All right, and you might want to stick with this and try this exercise to work on 16th notes if they're new for you, but that's where we're going to start, nice and slow. 1 E and 2 E and get the feel for it, and then we're going to pick up the speed. All right, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to break down this strumming pattern and make it sound more like the song. So we've got 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and down, up, down, up. Going to do this a few times, and then I'm going to slowly start picking up the speed and see if you can keep up with me. Okay, here we go. Let's pick it up a little bit. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Let's pick it up again. Ready? 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay, again, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. One more time. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... All right, now the last one's definitely faster than what Hootie and the Blowfish. But if you were playing a song like Mumford & Sons do very, very, very fast 16th note patterns. Now you might have felt that get more difficult the faster we went. And what happens is a lot of people, they try to muscle your hand to do these really fast 16th note patterns. Your hand has to be relaxed. See my hand, it's like a whip. My hand is just like a whip and it's relaxed. I'm not trying to force myself to go faster, I'm relaxing. That's honestly how you get speed, is by relaxing. So that's a great exercise. If this is new for you, you might want to pause the video and just try working on that, going slow to fast, trying to push yourself out of your comfort zone to go faster and faster. And if this feels comfortable, let's hop into the next section where we're going to break down the strumming pattern. So there's going to be a hop in this strumming pattern where we're going to be switching from a D chord to a G chord halfway in, okay? And the pattern starts off really the same. It's all 1 E and a 2 E and a. Great, and we're just going to stay on the D chord for now to learn the pattern. So we've got 1 E and a 2 E and a. We're not going to do a down strum on the 3. It's going to be another up strum. So it's going to be E and. So up, down. So it's 1 E and a 2 E and a, E and. 1 E and a 2 E and a. Which will be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. All right, now we're not going to do the up after that down strum. We're skipping another strum, and then it's going to be 4 E and a. Down, up, down, up. So if I count this and play along with it, it's going to be 1 E and a, 2 E and a, E and 4 E and a. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now, if this is difficult on the guitar, what I tell students to do sometimes is just say the rhythm. If you can sing it, even better. If you're not the greatest singer, just speak it. But if you can say a rhythm pattern, the chances of you being able to play it on the guitar are much better. So let's just say the pattern, okay? So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So try that. If you're not really getting the feel for a strumming pattern, just try saying it and then bring it back to the guitar. So now we got to add a G chord in here somewhere. And that G chord is going to come on the up strum before the 3. Okay, so it's going to be 1 E and a 2 E and up. 1 E and a 2 E and up. So you might just want to practice that. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Again, here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. One more time. Ready. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. All right, you might just want to work on that hop. And then you throw the rest of the pattern in. Then speed it up. So see again, get it down slowly and then try and put the speed in to the guitar. So let's take a look at this verse. Fortunately, like I said, the majority of this song is just going between a D chord and a G chord, all right? So the D chord is doing half a measure and the G chord's doing a half a measure, just as I showed you in that strumming pattern. We're gonna do that 8 times in a row, 8 times in a row. And then towards the end of the verse where we've got, well, there's nothing I can do, we're gonna do E minor 7 for 1 full measure. So we're gonna do that whole strumming pattern and then a G chord for 1 whole measure. And then we do 2 more patterns of D and G splitting the measure. So I'm going to take this from the top of the verse. We'll do a couple D, G back and forth just so you can get the strumming down. I will strum this just a little bit slower so that you guys can get a feel for it. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. You and me Well, there's nothing I can do. Only wanna be with you. Now you might have heard on that E minor 7, I just held out the 16th notes. I just did 16th notes all the way through. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... So I changed it up a little bit. And sometimes on patterns like this, when you start singing and playing, your hand's gonna do its own thing. So what I wanna do is I wanna go over the next section, which is the bridge section where we have a little bit more change coming in. So I lied, it's the solo section. So what I'm gonna do is play a few DGs. I'm not gonna play all 7 of them. And then there's the E minor 7 G part, okay? And then the second time through, it's E minor 7, it's A7 sus4, okay? I'm gonna play through it a little bit faster, up to speed with the song so that you have something full speed to also play and practice around with. So we'll start off with some DGs. Ready? So we got 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... Ready here? Yeah, I'm tangled up in blue. Only wanna be with you. You can call me a fool. Only wanna be with you. This is a great song to work on your strumming and sound really, really good as a guitar player. If you had fun with this strumming, definitely go check out my Wonderwall lesson right over there. Another phenomenal song that has really, really cool strumming pattern.